ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the D&N Show, where I am one half of your undisputed tag team champions of the internet, D-Nag. And with
Yes,
me,
sir.
my other co-host is...
Mr. Natsu.
the other half of the unified tag team champions of the internet. And
Yes.
today, sir, to begin, we are talking about the WWE. What are we talking about, sir?
First off, we're going to start things off with Uncle Howdy being teased. Now, we all know, if you did watch the Bray Wyatt documentary, exclusive on Peacock, that he did kind of get a teaser at the end, post-credits. I believe it was post-credits anyway. But he did also state in the beginning that if he does come back, he wants to do something in honor of Bray Wyatt, his brother. And he wants to make it big. And I honestly think they're doing a good job so far of how they're teasing it, like the screen glitches and all this and that. And even in the arena, they do some weird shit too. But I honestly think when he does come back, he will have Alexa Bliss, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman on his side.
Okay.
I could see that.
Not too bad. I think that would be interesting for sure.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, my guy?
I think it would be good to have the Uncle Howdy character come back and do something for Bray Wyatt. Obviously, they didn't put Bray Wyatt into the Hall of Fame this year because it was too early. But next year, I'm sure we'll probably see him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, that's honestly all my thoughts. I can't, obviously the Triple H is the GOAT when it comes to creation or content creation right now, or storyline creation. So he'll probably do something good for it.
Oh yeah, especially if it's to honor Bray Wyatt and his legacy that he's honestly just it's immaculate. Sensational. Just
Yeah.
But other than that, we also have a possible babyface run for Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, or as I like to say, the OG Bloodline, as in like Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, and Roman. Obviously, the only reason I can't really say the OG Bloodline is because you won't have Solo in it. Because I mean, I do like the way the route, the direction they're taking with it is they're kind of introducing a newer, younger, and quote unquote fresher bloodline. And I mean, we got to see Tama Tonga, or I hope that's how you pronounce it. I can't remember.
It's Tama Tonga.
Yeah, but we got to finally see him debut in WWE, which I've been waiting for a long time because I've been following that man since he was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And he was actually one of the first wrestlers besides Jeff Hardy that kind of made me think about doing face paint from, like, if I were to go out on stage and perform, even though that never happened. But besides the point, I'm happy to see him finally in WWE with the rest of his bloodline. Nice little pun there. And also in the news, Jacob Fatu, I hope I pronounced that right. If I'm not, please correct me down in the comments. But there has been several posts, that he was also signed and that he will be joining Solo and Tama. I'm going to just say Tama.
Me and a buddy of mine were talking as well, that he brought up an interesting idea, which I think would be cool to see, is Tama Tonga's brothers. To possibly join would be cool to see. Let me double check their names. Tama's two brothers, Tongaloa and Haikulelo.
Yeah.
And then maybe Umaga's sons is
Zilla.
Yeah, Zilla.
Zilla Fatu. Oh my god, dude. He joins. See, here's the thing with that. So if I feel like if they brought in Zilla Fatu, Umaga's son, I've always stated the fact that I think he might be a babyface. So they could implement him into the Jimmy and Jay and Roman bloodline to act as like a newer Solo Sikoa. Because if you try to compare the if you try to compare the Samoan spikes between the two, I'd rather get hit by Solo
Oh yeah.
because Zilla lifts you up and bam, right to the fucking ground. So yeah, I could honestly see that. I mean, I could see them putting him with Solo, but I don't see it at the same time just because of the fact they share the same finisher. And I feel like they could definitely play on that by the fact like Zilla could say, it was my father's move. Why are you doing it? I should be the one that does it. And that could be a good little whatever.
Zilla versus Solo feud.
Yeah.
But I also saw something like would be pretty cool to see is a Bloodline Civil War match at War Games.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like Roman. I don't think Roman will come back that soon, but it'll be like Roman and the Usos and maybe like Zilla versus Solo, Tama, The Rock, and somebody else.
Because you definitely know The Rock's coming back as a heel.
Well,
because
yeah.
Roman couldn't get the job done. So therefore, The Rock ain't going to be happy.
Or you also see it where there's another route they could take is where Solo takes over head of Tribal Chief because he did say on SmackDown that there is consequences for losing, right? So
Yep.
Roman losing, there should be consequences. As in, also when he said, Jimmy lost, so there were consequences to that. But in reality, let's talk about the fact that since beating John Cena, Solo's been 0-37. So what the fuck are the consequences to being ass since then? Let's just talk about that for a minute.
I'm glad you brought that up because it's like this man, the irony of his statement. It's like
it's consequences
you need to look
losing.
in a mirror, my boy.
I look at him, be like, dude, give me a mic for a second. You say there's consequences to losing, right? Yeah. Well, you're 0-37 since beating John Cena, so what are your consequences, my guy?
Just
mic drop.
Yeah. Like I don't get it, but I mean it still works in the fact if like no one brings it up, but it's WWE. Someone's gonna bring it up.
Somebody's gonna in a promo they're gonna be like, dude, you just said last week that there's consequences to losing. You haven't won since John Cena faced you. What the hell are your consequences? You gonna face me and I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's the consequences.
And here's who I see saying that statement: either Paul Heyman or the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. That's who I see making that statement.
Yeah.
Because I could see Jimmy or Jay saying it, but it would have so much more effect coming from the Tribal Chief or Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Especially if you give Paul Heyman time to build up to what, that statement. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Especially because now the Bloodline doesn't have as much force as they do now, as they used to.
But I mean, it's still a good story, though.
Oh, it's still a very good story.
Oh my god, I love it. I love every single second of it. Every single second that's about,
It'll be curious to see where they take Roman's character too.
Yeah,
I would like to see, and also a babyface run for Roman where he takes down the Bloodline single-handedly.
Oh yeah, dude.
Where he destroys the thing he built up, kind of shit.
Yeah, because I could see a very passionate Roman returning, looking pissed off, and him saying that, people think they can take over what I created, what I started, what I built for my bloodline, and so on and so forth. And then, dude, the promos to come are going to be great.
Mm-hmm. I also saw that a lot of people are wanting a one last match versus Seth Rollins versus Roman at SummerSlam.
Yeah. And
last Shield match.
Speaking of Seth and Roman, congratulations to John Moxley. He got the IWGP, I believe that's what it is. But yeah, congratulations to him for winning that title. Yes, sir. Go Mox. And switching subjects, but still on WWE topic, we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley feud, possibly, maybe.
Oh,
because of that
it's happening.
backstage incident.
It's happening. The Revenge Tour is heading its way right for the championship.
Yeah. I'm going to love every second of that, too, because I've been waiting.
Especially after Rhea was the one that took Liv Morgan out for a while, and then she comes back. The Revenge Tour has been on a weird run because obviously she faced Becky before the WrestleMania match, so obviously she wasn't going to win. She's been losing a couple of times, but they've been calling it the Revenge Tour, and I guess it says it's continuing because she went and beat the shit out of Rhea in backstage. And
poor Dom's like, get her out of here.
And these camera angles are doing it pretty good too, especially because he was like, get it out of here, and then he pushed the camera and it went down the hall.
Yeah,
they're doing some like movie cinema.
This be that cinematic era.
Yeah.
The Paul Levesque era. Don't you ever say it's not your era. It is. Know it and own it. Even your wife said it. Everybody in the locker room has said it. The fans have said it. It's your era.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving the fans and everybody else props, but you take it. You take it and you like it.
I think, personally, Liv Morgan has to be the one to take the title.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Who else?
Exactly. Like, it comes to that point, like, if Liv can't do it, if Becky can't do it, who's it going to be?
Ain't gonna be Charlotte. If it's something like shit where like Charlotte Flair comes back and takes the title, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Immediately pissed.
Like, if Charlotte does return, right? Like, let's say Liv Morgan loses and Charlotte returns, like...
They're gonna give her a title match right away, and it's gonna be like, dude.
I'm over here going, because I feel like that was still in the no-name era, but with the new era, the Paul Levesque Triple H era,
he ain't doing that.
I do feel like maybe he goes, okay, Charlotte's returning, and the fans are going to expect, her to get an instant shot at the title. Well, what if we put her in maybe 2 to 3 rivalries out away from the title picture to properly build her up, for the title match if Rhea does not lose the title.
Yeah.
Because that's the question now. Who's going to beat Rhea? Because she's been on a tear ever since she's won that title.
If Becky ain't doing it, who else is there to fucking do it? Nobody.
And I mean, she's beat pretty much the entire locker room besides a couple of people. And I mean, one person that sticks out into my mind and they keep popping back up, so I'm just going to say it, Jade Cargill. I don't know how they would build that because Jade's terrible, still the, beginning process of everything.
Terrible match on SmackDown. It was a typical squash match. She did 3 moves and pinned her. Like, come on.
Yeah, but I think because Triple H said before they put her in like any big storyline, so to speak, they do want her to get comfortable and get a little whatever under her belt under the WWE brand, so that way when it does come time for like a title match against whoever or a rivalry against whoever, she's ready for that. But I do want to see one particular rivalry, and this is kind of a hot take. I do want to see Jade face Bianca. Everybody wants to see it.
And whoop that ass and turn her into a heel.
I think they would even turn Bianca heel before that, honestly.
I can't get over. For some reason I can't get over her character. I can't not.
Well, I mean, look how they handled.
What's that?
Go ahead. I'll let you finish and all.
So I for some reason, no matter how much I try to have an unbiased opinion about it, I just don't like her character. I don't like the ponytail. No offense, because the whole fucking ponytail's fake as fuck. I don't like it. I don't like the character. I don't like the nothing about it. Nothing about it just gives me like that's a good character kind of vibes. None of it.
So I'm going to start it off. I'm going to start my side of the conversation off with this. Bianca is a bootleg Bailey 2.0. She needed to fill that gap for Bailey when Bailey turned heel.
Yeah.
And with Bailey coming back as a babyface, I mean, they pretty much repackaged her when she was a heel, obviously. She's not the hugger, she's Bailey, the role model. And I do like the fact that they repackaged her. They had her go through, a couple of years or so of being a heel. But she is just a true babyface, dude. And honestly, yeah, when she first started off and she had the I'm a hugger gimmick, I just didn't buy it. I was like, this is a grown woman. I mean, I get it. It was the PG era, whatever. And they needed a positive women's figure. I get it. But it's just the fact that she's a grown woman and I was not buying into it.
The bum-ass ponytail that comes out the top of the head or the side of the head kind of shit was just like...
Yeah. And I mean, now? Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. That's a baby face.
Yeah.
Now I can take her seriously because now it's not.
You just could never get her. You could never
no
take the character seriously. It was bad.
No, and it's like even under that character, yes, she did extremely well, and being one of the 4 horsewomen of NXT and WWE, so I give her props for that. And I mean, with Bianca, I mean. I give her props, but it's back to that same feeling. Like, this is a grown woman. I'm not really buying into the whole, I'm the EST, I'm this, I'm the bestest, fastest.
She says it every fucking week, too. Every time she's on the screen, she goes through the same fucking shit. Same catchphrase, same lines. Nobody beats me. Nobody's got it because I'm the strongest, the best, the blah, 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 blah. Shut up already. Find something new to say. You are not one of those people that can do the same gimmick year in and year out and year in and year out and make it good. You are not John Cena.
I was about to stop you there, but I let you finish, and I'm glad I did because you said make it good.
Yeah.
But then again, so even if there's people like us out there that aren't buying into it,
some people
obviously for some grown men, some grown women, some, little girls, little boys, whatever, they're buying into it, which is fine.
Well, yeah.
Make your money, whatever.
More power
but it's
to
just
you.
the fact of we're going into this new era and she's been doing the same thing every fucking year. And to quote Roman Reigns here, it's like missionary every single night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just over time. When she first appeared on the main roster, it was cool. It was fresh. Whatever. But then it got stale. Then it goes stale, and then you're just missionary every single night. And it's just like, can we try something new? Please. Please.
Put a finger in the butt or something. Jesus.
And it's like, that was good. But it's literally like, you gotta wonder what she's thinking backstage. Like maybe she's not even rocking with it anymore. I mean, she's probably rocking with it only because this is what I've been given.
They give her title shot every fucking year. They give her a title shot every other fucking turn that you turn your head. Title shot, title shot, title shot, title shot.
Yeah, and at this point, it's like, just create a whole division and just give her a title and just let no one else be in that division. Because it's like
Charlotte Flair all over again.
New.
Yes, but you gotta think. She's like, God knows how many women's titles for a reason, because she lost it fucking 12 times.
Here, I'm gonna do a quick fact check, not to correct you or anything, but
no.
I want to know Charlotte Flair title wins. We'll just say that. Okay, I'm just gonna type in something better. How many times has Charlotte Flair, Jesus Christ, spell?
But she hasn't been in
champ. She has been champ 14 times.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's look at Bianca. And it says, okay, I want to know how many times has she been champion, not how many days she's held the championship.
And obviously it's not going to be as many, but it's
No,
like it's got to be at least
it's not telling me. It's not telling. It just says the only highlighted part I'm seeing is Belair defeated Banks to win the SmackDown Women's Champion, her first title. The reign lasted for 133 days. Belair won her second title a year later at WrestleMania 38 when she bested Becky Lynch to win the Raw Women's Championship. The title reign was much longer than her first, as Belair set a record by holding on to the belt for 420 days. So she's only been champ twice.
3
and
times.
it's been for the Raw Women's Championship and the SmackDown Women's Championship. But then again, like you said, 3 times. And this was uploaded in July of 2023.
So she was SmackDown Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, and I think she held the Raw Women's Championship twice.
So, with that being said,
but still,
in a sense, she's not as bad when it comes to title shots.
No, but it's every year. 2020 to 2021, 2022 to 2023, and she was champion at some point this year from 2023 to 2024.
Yeah.
So since she's been in the WWE, in the main roster, she's been champ every fucking year.
Yeah. But I do think that won't be happening for a while.
I just hope not for her development. For something.
I mean, she's a good athlete.
Something.
She's working with what she's got for gimmick,
obviously.
But it's just like just switch it up a little bit.
Just a little.
I personally say turn her heel. Oh. See what happens. That would make it interesting. And then to switch from that topic, because we could go on and on. We have a major announcement. Main event, Jey Uso becoming #1 contender for Damian Priest's World Heavyweight title.
That's going to be a good match. That's going to be a good match at Backlash. At WrestleMania Backlash, that's going to be a good fucking match.
Yes, sir. I can't wait for that, dude. Because I honestly hope he wins.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking, because CM Punk's still recovering, and we don't really know when he's going to come back. I haven't seen anything on any sources or nothing.
He cost Drew the #1 contendership, so he's still pissing with him.
Mm-hmm. But here's what I think happens, because Drew is obsessed with the title. He's in that my precious stage. Yeah. Here's what I think is going to happen at Backlash. Damian Priest and Jey Uso have their match. Damian Priest goes to finish Jey Uso, right?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Claymore.
Yeah. Probably. But is he as obsessed with the title as much as he's obsessed with CM Punk, though?
See, that's another thing. You got to bring that into play, too, because it's like, what obsession outweighs the other?
Yeah.
Because Drew's been wanting that title,
but he wants he wants to take CM Punk out of his career.
and honestly, if I was Drew, this is what I would focus on. I'd set it up as title first, Punk second.
Yeah.
And so it just comes down to, like I said before, what is he more obsessed with? What is he wanting to accomplish first?
Yeah.
But I honestly think that's my idea of what's going to happen at Backlash. Is we're going to have a Drew McIntyre interference during the match. Or they could honestly set it up because we're still weeks away. They could set it up to where it's a triple threat.
Yeah, they could.
It just depends on what they want to do, or so on and so forth. But that's still to come. So we'll wait and see on that. But for my prediction, we're gonna have a Drew McIntyre interference if it's not a triple threat match.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta remember, he's obsessed with CM Punk, but
I also don't think Damian Priest is gonna lose the title that fast, especially because he said he wants to do Seth Rollins justice on constantly being the workhorse champion. I don't think they bounce the title around like it's yesterday's business.
No. And also, shout out to Seth Rollins. Hope you're doing well, my guy.
Yeah. Take a long rest. He got his ass whooped on WrestleMania.
You earned your vacay. You earned that vacay.
He was the unsung hero of WrestleMania because he got his ass whooped night 1, got his ass whooped at the opening match of night 2, and then got his ass whooped again in the main event. We
love him though.
Out of anybody that was out there getting their ass whooped, he got his ass whooped worse, way worse.
And him limping was real. Like, he was suffering 2 knee injuries and obviously his back. Oh, and that's why you saw Kevin Owens and I can't remember who else it was, but main event Jey Uso, I think it was. They were helping him up and helping him walk to the back.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you remembered our opening match night 2, we thought it was kind of weird what kind of attire or entrance attire that Drew McIntyre came out with.
I can't remember. I'd have to look that up.
So we were like, that's odd considering like the style of entrance that he had for like the free, kind of like the Braveheart kind of entrance.
Yep.
So there's a story I saw on that. That wasn't his original entrance that he was supposed to come out with. Like not the entrance thing, but his attire that he came out with, that was not his original entrance. So UPS lost his original attire in the mail.
Oh shit.
They did that the day before on like Saturday. They found out his attire did not show up night 2 or night 1. So one of the ladies for that comes up with that does their designs, she worked all fucking night to come up with another attire for him.
Yeah.
Whether it was the same kind of design, I doubt it. But she worked. The lady who came up with his design that he came out with, credit to her because she worked. Like I said, she stayed up all night coming up with a whole new attire entrance. Attire outfit for him to come out with. The opening match of night 2. So credit to her for doing that. Speaking of Seth Rollins, because when I heard that, I was like, man, could you imagine UPS losing your attire in the mail? You're the day before your WrestleMania match.
Imagine being the person that gets it in the mail.
Yeah, well, like whether they found it or not is a whole different story. But I thought that was nuts. Like, I saw somebody comment on that. You know what? You should have used Amazon Prime and done one day shipping, because they would have showed up in the main event of night 1 and delivered it right to the center of the ring.
Just here you go. Oh, there's a drone flying in, Michael.
running down the crowd like the Shield. Just here you go. Package delivered. Click. Back up the ropes. Like, what? Yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our last topic for, I almost said WrestleMania, but WWE. We got to lock in our picks for Knight versus Styles.
Yes.
Who do we think's going to face Cody?
LA Knight.
at Backlash.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
That's
Just
what I think.
honestly, I don't. I could see why they would choose Styles, and I'll give my pick here in a second. But I can see why they would choose Styles because both men, in other words, Cody and AJ, are the only two out of four people to hold both the NWA and the WWE Championship. So I could see people wanting to see that for that reason and probably many others. I could also see, obviously, I don't even need to explain it, LA Knight versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
But honestly, my pick, this will be the first time in history I ever say this. It would have to be Styles.
Yeah.
Only because I don't see, I mean, it's WWE. They've done it multiple times. It's not 2K24 where you lock in, or 2K24 where you put two baby faces together, GM mode, and the match sucks. It's real life. It's different. They can make it work. But I'd honestly want to see Styles versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And it's not because of the fact that AJ Styles is a heel and Cody Rhodes is a babyface. It's just the fact that both men are two out of the four people who have held that, NWA championship and WWE championship.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to lock in my pick with Styles.
I get it. It'll be a good match either way.
Oh yeah,
Hoping they go on a good run with Cody.
yeah. I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for WWE, ladies and gentlemen. Now I will hand it over to DNAG here,
Moving on.
so he can take you over to some NBA.
NBA news today. After today, the smartest move for the NBA. They made every team play game number 88 on the same day within 6 hours. Within 6 hours, every team played their final match, their final round, or their final game before the playoffs, right? Because Saturday, nobody played. Not a single game. Today, to set the playoffs, everybody got their shot. So we're going to talk about the NBA playoff bracket, and we're going to talk about who we think is going to make the NBA final, who we think is going to make the separate conference championships, who's going to make the finals, who's going to make the win in the NBA finals. So, are you going to pull up the playoff bracket?
Yeah, I got the games loaded.
Go to nba.com/playoffs/2024. I'll put it.
There we go.
Did you find it?
Holy crap. Oofda.
I put it in chat too, just in case.
Okay. Just see, I got it pulled up. I'm so confused.
All right.
I mean, it's a simple bracket, but I'm so confused.
So you see, like, the play-in first round so far?
Yeah, first round be Thunder. And then,
Okay. So,
yeah.
to round out for the West, to start the play-in, we have the 9th seed Kings facing the 10th seed Warriors. The 7th seed Pelicans facing the 8th seed Lakers. And we're going to... I'm going to write this down because this is going to be our kind of thing where I swear to God, if you beat me when it comes to the playoffs again, I'm personally shoving my foot in your ass. So I'm going to write this. We're going to go through the Western Conference bracket first, and we're going to go with the East.
Okay.
All right.
Give me 1 second. I mean, go ahead and speak. I'm going to be pulling some stuff up here.
Yeah. So, when you go 9th seed Kings versus the 10th seed Warriors, who do you have winning this match? Because I think the Warriors are going to take this one.
Yeah, I'd have to say Warriors. But yeah, I'm going to have to go Golden State.
All right. Jesus, that was loud.
Perks of living on Main Street.
Yeah. 7 seed Pelicans versus the 8th seed Lakers. Who do you got?
I'm gonna have to go Pelicans.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Lakers because I don't think LeBron's getting knocked out in the play-in. At 39 years old, I don't think so. So,
Fair enough.
So once you get that, whoever wins the 7th seed versus the 8th seed right now, the Pelicans versus the Lakers, whoever wins that match goes to face the 2nd seed Nuggets. So the loser of that match goes to face the winner of the 9th and 10th seed, which it'll be a little interesting because this will technically be, I'm going to do 2 separate brackets for this. So we'll kind of do a March Madness type of thing.
Okay.
So in my bracket at that point, it would be the Pelicans versus the Warriors. And I'm going to choose, and I'll finalize this. I'm going to choose the Warriors on that one, obviously, to go to the 8th seed. Because I don't think the Pelicans are going to do it against them. In your bracket, you would have the Lakers facing the Warriors.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Got the Lakers.
Lakers?
Yeah.
All right, so you'd have the Lakers facing the 8th seed Thunder. Or the 1 seed Thunder. So, moving on. First round. This is going to take us a minute.
Yeah.
Which is fine. This is fun. This is fun content.
Yeah. A fun time where I'm stressing over.
Yeah. So,
Just trying to make a pick.
When it comes to me, I would have the Warriors facing the Thunder. And I'm going to choose, in that scenario, I'm going to choose the Thunder to move on to the second round. The Clippers versus the Mavs. And I got the Mavs winning that one because it's 4 seed versus the 5 seed. They're very close in brackets, very close in record, very close in talent. Granted, the Clippers did beat the daylights out of the Suns the other night. Started the game 37-2.
Jesus.
But I got the Mavs winning that one because I think Luka and Kyrie are going to do good things in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I got the Mavs winning that one as well.
Yeah. Next is the Timberwolves as the 3 seed, because going into today, there was a battle for the 1, 2, and 3 seed. The 1st, 2nd, and 3rd seed all had the same record. The Thunder won, the Nuggets won, but then the Timberwolves lost. So they took the 3 seed. But it is the Timberwolves versus the Suns, and I got to go with our hometown, with our close to hometown crowd. I'm going with the Timberwolves on that one. I think the Timberwolves are going to do some nasty shit this year. They have a good roster. They've gone on a fucking tear. They had one of the best opening season runs out of anybody. So I think they're gonna go ham this year. Nuggets versus me. I would have the Nuggets versus the Lakers. And I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking the Nuggets on that one. I don't think the Lakers are going to do very much against the Lakers. Whoever faces the Nuggets is going to get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing the Nuggets. For you would have the Lakers facing the Thunder. And
Thunder winning.
all right.
Thunder winning that one.
Clippers versus Mavs. Who'd you say you were choosing?
Mavs.
All right. Timberwolves versus the Suns.
Timber.
Timberwolves. Nuggets versus the Pelicans.
Nuggets.
Yeah, that's an even worse matchup of the Nuggets and the Lakers. The
Yeah.
Pelicans ain't doing jack shit to the Nuggets.
No.
All right. So in the West, we have the second round. It's going to take us a minute, but this will be fun. Nugget, second round would be... Let me pull up an NBA playoffs bracket just to make sure. NBA playoff bracket. Okay, hold on. I gotta find it with seedings.
That's fine.
So I believe it would go. Maybe this one will help me. Okay. Yeah, this will help. I think. So at that point, we would have in my bracket. These are interesting March Madness style brackets this year. That would mean the Thunder face the Mavs. Facing the Mavericks. And I've got Thunder versus the Mavericks. That'd be an interesting one. Because I'm surprised that Oklahoma City have that much of a good record this year. It's crazy. However, I think the Mavericks are going to take that one. Then I would have the Timberwolves facing the Nuggets. I gotta say, I'm still rooting with Minnesota this year.
I think it'd be a good game.
It's going to be a good game set. Now, keep in mind that these are all Game 7 series. Or these are all best of 7 series.
Yeah.
Or best out of 5. So, basically, whoever gets to 4 wins first goes on to the next round. So you got to keep that in mind. That series is going to be really good. I think it's going to be fantastic, but the Timberwolves are going to take it. Your bracket, you'd have, again, the Thunder versus the Mavs. Timberwolves. Same thing, Timberwolves versus the Nuggets.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, and who you got, Thunder versus Mavericks?
Oof, I'd have to go Thunder.
All right. It's getting interesting. And that would mean Western Conference Finals. Evan, I have the Timberwolves versus the Mavericks. This is probably going to be wrong. But I've got the T-Wolves beating the Mavs. I've got the Timberwolves going to the NBA Finals this year. I think they're on a good run. I think they got a chance to do it this year. You would have the Thunder versus the Timberwolves.
Oh boy. I'd have to go Thunder.
Thunder. All right. T-Wolves. Finals West. Thunder. All right. Moving on to the East.
The East.
So, we've got the Bulls. Or first of all, we'll go with the first one. The Sixers, the 7th seed Sixers going against the 8th seed Heat.
Oh boy, this is a tough one for us.
7th seed 76ers versus the 8th seed Heat. I've got the Heat. I've got to go with it. Playoff Jimmy's gonna do another one this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to go Heat too.
All right. So they would face the 2nd seed Knicks in both of our brackets. Bulls versus Hawks. I've got the Bulls.
Yeah.
So that would mean the final game of the play-in would be the 76ers versus the Bulls. Both of them.
You mean the Hawks?
No.
Because I thought you said you had Bulls winning. Oh, I didn't even fucking see that. So yeah.
Yep, you got it. You got it now?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Pay attention to the arrows. Forgot those were there.
Yeah. 76ers versus the Bulls. I have the 76ers doing that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the 76ers on that one too.
All right. This is fun. So, First round for me, we've got the number 1 seed Celtics versus the Sixers. I've got the Celtics. Too many sixes in this shit. Celtics Sixers. I've got the Celtics winning that one.
Same here.
All right. Is our Eastern Conference going to be identical at this point?
64-18. You're joking, right? You're joking, right? Yeah, the 76ers are gonna win. No.
Next is the 4th seed Cavs versus the 5th seed Magic.
I got the Cavs winning that.
All right.
Shout out to me back in high school when I was a Cavs fan.
Shout out to both of us in high school. I got the Magic winning that one.
Greater. I'm kidding.
Sorry. 3 seed Bucks versus the 6 seed Pacers.
I got the Bucks.
This is where we're going to differ. Because I have the Pacers winning. The Bucks have not done as good this year under their new head coach as they did with their old coach that they had at the beginning of the season. They've done worse. They've done much worse. So I don't think they're going to do it this year. I don't think they're going to make it very far. I think they're out.
They might surprise you.
If Damian Lillard and Giannis can find a way to get some good momentum going, sure. But the way they've been playing, I don't think so. I think they're going to lose.
I still got the Bucks.
Next, we would have the 2nd seed Knicks versus the 7th seed Heat. I'm trusting my team. I'm going with the Heat.
I have the Knicks.
Our brackets have now differed tremendously.
They started off identical.
All right. So with the East, second round. This is where I go back to this one. I would have Celtics. Celtics facing the Magic. Which the Celtics are going to win that one. You have the Celtics versus the 4 seed Cavs.
Celtics winning that one.
I have the Pacers. 6 seed Pacers. Going against the 7 seed Heat. You have the 3 seed Bucks. Going against the 2nd seed Knicks.
Knicks are winning that one.
And I have the Heat going to the Eastern Conference Finals once again with the Celtics and Heat rematch. For the 3rd time. No. This would be the 4th time. Yeah. They faced, even in the bubble championship, it was the Celtics and the Heat again. Wow. So, in the Eastern Conference Finals, I have the 1 seed Celtics going against the 7 seed Heat. And I've got... Now, this is my dream matchup now, obviously. This is my dream. I have the Heat facing the Timberwolves in the finals. If you know who you are, this is going to be our matchup. Even though you probably won't watch this. So you have the Knicks, or the 1 seed Celtics.
Celtics.
Facing the 2nd seed Knicks.
Celtics.
All right. So, in our finals matchups, I have the 3 seed Timberwolves facing the 7 seed Heat. And you have the 1 seed Celtics facing the 1 seed Thunder. So you have 1st seed and 1st seed facing each other.
Celtics.
So you're saying you have the Celtics winning the NBA Finals.
Yep.
All right. And just for the sake, how many games does it take? How many games does it take the Celtics to beat the Thunder? What game's it going to? Out of 7.
Game 4.
So you're saying the Celtics are going to sweep the Thunder in the NBA Finals?
Yep.
So you have the Celtics going 4-0.
Yep.
Wow. That's a interesting thought.
Well, just for clarification for anybody that wants to come at me in the comments, I do not watch any of these games.
I know, this is why I'm doing this, because I swear if you beat me at any point, if you beat me and you choose these picks right, you're done.
Imagine it's just 100% right.
You need to start sports betting if you choose this right again.
Everyone's gonna be tuning in for my fucking sports picks. Just like, write this down. Write this down.
I swear.
I don't know. He doesn't watch, but he just knows.
I'm telling you.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna get a couple.
Start sports betting if you get this right.
Nah.
And me, the Timberwolves versus the Heat, which is my dream matchup, absolute dream matchup. It's going to Game 6. It's going to Game 6. However, it's going to be the Timberwolves winning. Anytime I've seen the Timberwolves face the Heat, the Timberwolves win every time. I don't think the Heat are going to go down without a fight. They're going to win 2 games, and they're both going to be in Miami. It's going to go Timberwolves win, Game 1, Game 2. Heat win, Game 3, Game 4. Timberwolves win, Game 5, Game 6.
Fair enough.
And the Timberwolves win their first NBA Finals championship in the history of the team.
Yes, sir.
So that is our official picks for the NBA playoffs.
We made it. We made it through.
And I'm gonna yeah. And I'm gonna come up with an official. I'll work on these on Photoshop. I'm gonna come up with these.
Yeah, so if you guys don't see DNAG for a couple of days.
I'm gonna make them official colored brackets, like names, everything. It's gonna be March Madness style.
Oh, we're gonna have both of our picks, are we?
Yeah. Yeah. And we're gonna be like undisputed. We'll be quesadilla on the line.
What?
I'm just kidding.
You motherfucker.
I'm just kidding.
You're not gonna touch my dew. Or I'm a Mountain Dew you.
Don't do me. Anyway, that's all I got. So that has been your NBA Finals. Let us know in the comments who you think is going to make the NBA Finals. Who you've got winning, if you've made it this far.
Who's you got?
This lo-fi radio song is kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm more like we're in a cartoon episode.
Yeah.
Miami Heat, I choose you.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. As always, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, and like the videos. Last video got up to 60 views. Thank you.
Which is insane.
This video better do as well, or I'll find you. Anyway.
Okay, Liam Neeson, calm down.
Shut up. As always, stay classy, don't be trashy, and enjoy the rest of your night, morning, afternoon, day. I don't give a shit whenever you're watching this. And as always, tune in next time to the D&N Show. This has been your co-hosts, your undisputed tag team champions of the internet, D-Nag and
Mr. Natsu.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Deuces!
Deuces.